More Dr. Disrespect news leaks, and a Twitch Rivals winner demands answers from Twitch casting employees. GaryVee jumps into the world of esports, launching a new esports firm, and signs world champ Bugha. Plus, Team Envy announces first Valorant roster and joined the rest of the biggest esports orgs who are going all in on Valorant. All that and more next on The Breakdown. Welcome back, and we've got new videos that go up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for The Breakdown, and I know you've got to love that, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and do me a huge favor and drop a comment below to let us know that you're hanging out with the Checkpoint XP family. We've got new stuff for you every day and want to keep you up to date on the latest in esports and video game news. Without taking any more of your precious time, let's jump straight into the latest headlines just for you. Slasher reveals more details on the Dr. Disrespect ban, and they don't involve YouTube. I know we continue to bring you guys Dr. Disrespect news, and it feels like it's been dominating the news cycle for the past 2 weeks, but people are dying to know just what the heck is going on when it comes to the ban Twitch laid down on them last month. However, because this stuff just keeps leaking out, we have to continue to update the story and bring you the details. Recently, the streamer changed his Twitter bio, moving his YouTube channel into the featured spot. This was seen as a tease by many fans. However, according to industry insider Rod Slasher Breslau, Dr. Disrespect won't be signing any deal with YouTube. This information comes from a Twitch co-stream with Hassan Piker, where Slasher talked about the situation.
Yeah, but I'm able to at least explain myself a little bit.
The only thing we've learned from today is what it isn't. And what it isn't is not like a platform move. It's definitely not that. It's not something like a platform move, or it's not something like scamming a platform. And it is like a severe, there is like relatively a severe criminal element, severe enough that they would take action in this way, and severe enough that you're afraid of potential legal repercussions if you were to publish it without any sort of legal backing. That's the only thing we've learned.
Yeah, I think that's been a pretty good...
And that's like, I mean, people are fucking freaking out because they expected you to just like reveal this information, which...
I didn't, though. I even tweeted that I would talk about the fucking process.
And Hassan Piker isn't the only person who wants to know answers of why everything is going down like this. All this silence was just too much for one streamer, Thump, who had just won the Twitch Rivals Rocket Arena tournament as part of Team Bugha, a massive online tournament with tens of thousands of live viewers. He used his post-win interview to ask the hard-hitting questions of Twitch staff and those casters who were employed by Twitch itself.
Well, awesome. Well, TM, congratulations on the victory, man. Any final words or shout-outs you got before I let you go?
Yeah, so I just want to thank Twitch.tv for putting on the tournament. I really, really appreciate it. It was a blast, honestly, and I'd just like to know where Dr. Disrespect is banned. And that's it. Have a great day, guys.
Sounds good, TM. Thanks so much for playing. We'll see you later.
Of course, these three are unlikely to know much more than the rest of us do, which is to say, nothing at all. And even if they did, I doubt a Twitch Rivals post-match interview is the time when we would have finally found out why the doc has been MIA on their platform. New details seem to continue to just drip out on all of this, and I know that the story isn't over. If you have a theory on why Doc was removed from the platform, which I'm sure most of you do, drop it as a comment below. Gary Vaynerchuk signs Fortnite World Cup winner Bugha to a brand new agency. Even if you're not well versed in Fortnite, if you keep tabs on the realm of esports, you'll have heard of Bugha. Following his Fortnite World Cup win in 2019, the 17-year-old propelled himself into the public eye overnight as he championed the success of gaming into the mainstream media by most notably appearing on Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show. He also won $3 million for his trouble, so not too bad. Now, almost a year on from the iconic tournament that put Bugha on everyone's radar, the youngster has become VaynerSports' first signing as Gary Vaynerchuk leads his athlete representation agency into the gaming world. Yesterday, Gary Vaynerchuk, also known as GaryVee to many, released a press statement announcing the creation of VaynerSports. I've been quietly paying attention to the gaming industry for over a decade, building relationships and following the trends. One of the most exciting things about it, for me, is the gamers themselves. And when I look at the culture, the interest in the sector from other athletes, artists, and celebrities, it is enormous. This is a very significant expansion for VaynerSports. Now, if you've been living under a rock, GaryVee is huge in the social and advertising world. And what's really crazy is the reveal that GaryVee had a hand in helping Bugha get into the Super Bowl commercial he was featured in earlier this year. The expansion into a dedicated division comes after Vaynerchuk previously pledged his allegiance to Activision's Call of Duty League with his investment in the Minnesota Rocker. This is just another in a list of huge names buying all in on esports. But what huge celebrity influencer will be next on the list? If people are just tossing out cash, like, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at CheckpointXP. I would love, just like 3 bags of cash. That's how people get paid, right? Team Envy announced first Valorant roster. Large esport orgs are all in on Valorant. Team Envy, one of the biggest esports organizations in North America, has announced the signing of the Together We Are Terrific roster, marking their entry into Valorant esports. The 5-man roster is made up mostly of former pro CSGO guys, and it marks a significant venture into the not yet existent, in a real way, Valorant scene. The team finished 7th at the T1 Nerd Street Gamer Showdown recently, where TSM and 100 Thieves also competed. With the next events in the Valorant Ignition series of tournaments being held outside of North America, we'll most likely see the debut of Team Envy and Riot's tactical shooter at the end of July during the PAX Arena Invitational that will feature 16 pro teams and 4 influencer squads competing for a $25,000 prize pool starting on the 22nd. This all comes on the heels of Team Liquid signing CSGO legends Scream and Fish123 to their rosters, and shows that every single huge esports org is going all in on Valorant right now. As more teams join weekly, it seems most of the prominent orgs in esports have chosen Valorant to at least have potential enough to sign a roster. With T1, TSM, G2 Esports, Cloud9, Energy Esports, 100 Thieves, FaZe Clan, Sentinels, Gen G, Immortals, and now both Team Liquid and Team Envy all set to make rosters, it seems like the expectations for this esport continue to be sky high. And heck, even the Asian orgs like Team Jupiter are jumping in, and that's going to be the thing that drives this entire scene from the back seat. But these are the biggest of the big boys, and it's going to be huge. Where will it go? And what org are you most excited to support in Valorant soon? That's it for the latest in esports and video game news, and if you want to stay up to date on the latest, the easiest way to do that is to subscribe and hit the little notification bell to get notified every time we drop new content, which we do every single freaking day. And while you're here, check out Checkpoint AFK, our lifestyle gaming show for everything beyond the controllers. For example, last week when we talked to Dead by Daylight developer Matthew Cote about why they will never nerf the butts of their characters. For real, that's a thing that we talked about. My name's Weirdbeard, and I will never understand why my favorite video game characters are made out of cake now.